What if I told you you could reach the Iron Age in Pax Dei in 2 hours or less? This video will show you how to leave the Stone Age as fast as possible, allowing you to make better tools, weapons, and armor. Keep watching to find out how. Hello Paxians, Grandpasaurus here, and today I'm excited to share with you a game-changing strategy that will get you from the Stone Age to the Iron Age in no time. Getting your hands on iron equipment early on will greatly increase your progression and survivability. After spending over 200 hours in-game, I've worked up a way to speed up the process of reaching the Iron Age so you can get there in just 2 hours. In this video, we'll cover getting into the game, where and how to claim your plot, what crafting stations to prioritize, and the progression loop. When you create your character, you'll first be asked to select a region and a world. You'll want to coordinate this if you're going to be playing with friends. The list of regions and worlds are: for the NA US East region, there's Prometheus, Freya, Selene, Cernunnos, and the role-playing server is Danu. For EU Central, the worlds are Tyr, Hecate, Thinner, Dagda, and the role-playing world is Demeter. And finally, for Southeast Asia, the world is Marana. Next, you'll want to select an avatar that you can customize further. Select a preset from the list and click Continue when you're done. Select Continue after customizing your character to the way you want it. Enter the name of your character in the text box, then click Continue. Now you'll need to choose a province and home valley where you'll start your adventure. Once again, coordinate with your friends so you start in the same location. Once you've made your selection, press the Create Character button to enter Pax Dei. When you spawn into the home valley you've chosen, you'll usually be somewhere near the center of the valley. You'll also be near a shrine. These shrines are where you will respawn if you die, or teleport to using your team menu. When respawning or teleporting, you'll appear at the nearest shrine in most cases. Begin by picking up nearby nice rocks and sapwood branches from the ground. Pick up 12 sapwood and 2 nice. When you've gathered the materials, hit the tab key to open your menu. Then select the crafting tab. This is where you can craft a few of the bare essentials when you're on the road. We're going to craft a nice stone axe, pointy stick, crude shield, and a construction hammer. Select the item you want to make from the menu and click the craft button. If you fail in an attempt to craft the item, you may need to gather more resources. Once you're successful, put the items in your hotbar for quick access while on the move. After we've crafted our traveling tools, take a look at the map and scout out a starting location for our plot. Ideally, the area you choose will be in close proximity to impure iron ore, gneiss, sapwood, flax, clay, reeds, and small to medium game animals. Look for meadow biomes near water, forests, quarries, ruins, and caves if you can. These areas have all the resources you'll need to gather. Once you've picked a location, start traveling. On the way, feel free to pick up any resources you find. If your inventory gets full, here are the items you should keep. If you encounter any animals along the way, assess the threat before engaging. If you're alone, you should avoid wolves, bears, and groups of more than 2 boars. To avoid taking damage from predators such as fox, badger, and boars, equip your pointy stick and crude shield. When you get close enough, use Ctrl plus right mouse click to shield bash the animal. This will stun it momentarily, allowing you to use your pointy stick's special attack to land a critical blow using Ctrl plus left mouse click. When hunting smaller animals like rabbits, hit the X key to assist with targeting. Small predators like foxes and badgers are easier to hunt since they don't run away from you. Boars are easy kills, but you will take some damage if you're not stunning them or using your special attack. Deer are easy to kill, but may take more than 1 hit with starter weapons. To kill deer with melee weapons, hit the deer once, then stop and wait for the deer to backtrack towards you. Continue collecting resources on your way to your potential new plot. By the time you arrive at your location, you'll want to have collected at least 75 sapwood and 100 clay. We'll use that to build our first stations. Optionally, you can collect 80 gneiss and an additional 40 clay for a 2x2 set of stone foundation blocks to place your crafting stations on. As I approached the area where I would place my plot, I looked for relatively flat land with almost no cosmetic rocks, plants, or trees, as they would show through foundation blocks if they were too tall. After finding a suitable area, I equipped my construction hammer and prepared to claim my land. But first, before you place your plot, you should be aware of how a plot's shape is determined. If your plot's boundaries do not touch a neighboring plot, your plot will be a 24-meter circle. If I did my math right, that is 452 square meters of usable space. The maximum number of 3x3 foundation blocks we can fit in a 24-meter circle is 44. That is 396 square meters of usable foundation block. If the plot were a perfect square, we would gain an additional 20 blocks, or another 180 square meters for a total of 576 square meters. We can accomplish this by placing our plot up against another plot until the neighbor-sided wall becomes flat. This gives us a straight wall 24 meters long and two walls off the right angles that are 12 meters long. The rest of the plot remains a semicircle. Math gives us 514 square meters in this scenario. If another neighbor were to place their plot against that semicircle, they could make your plot perfectly square, giving you 576 square meters to build on. Place your plot, equip your construction hammer, and click the Tab button to enter the menu. Select Plots, then Unclaimed Plot to enter placement mode. Try to pick an area free of trees, uneven ground, cosmetic rocks, and flora. Be aware that if you place your plot on top of or too close to a resource node, that resource will stop spawning. If your plot doesn't touch the border of a neighbor's plot, your plot will be a circle. If you want to move your plot, go to the plot menu, select the plot that you want to release, and press the Release Plot button. You must then type Delete in the text box and click the Confirm button. To maximize the square footage of my plot, I decided to place my plot up against my neighbor's. We'll have to work hard to reach the Iron Age in less than 2 hours because iron ingots take an hour to refine in the furnace. Not only that, but you can't build a furnace until you've created charcoal. Charcoal takes 20 minutes to create, so we'll need to get started right away, which involves creating charcoal kilns and chopping a lot of trees. We'll want to make 4 charcoal kilns so that we can make enough charcoal to turn impure iron ore into iron ingots. It takes 80 charcoal and 40 impure iron ore plus 1 hour in a furnace to make 20 iron ingots. To build 4 simple charcoal kilns, we'll need 100 clay and 40 sapwood. Hopefully, you were able to get it on your route to your base location. Pull out your construction hammer, press Tab, and navigate to the crafting page to discover the basic charcoal kiln under the Builders section. I placed my kilns on the perimeter of my plot because they have a large footprint and that makes it difficult to build anything close to them. Once completed, begin at least 1 batch of charcoal in each kiln. You can queue up to 8 batches in each, and they will operate for 2 hours and 40 minutes, producing 640 charcoal. Next, we'll build a wood chopping block and a simple carpenter's table. These are required to manufacture almost everything else. These require only 35 sapwood. But first, I decided to place 4 3x3 foundation blocks in my crafting area. This is optional though. Many people simply place their initial stations on the ground. Out of the way, I created my first craft stations, and we are well on our way to the Iron Age. Now that we've covered the fundamentals, we can start the progression loop. From now on, every time we refine anything, construct a new tool, or make new armor, we will level up our skills. However, we can't overlook the fact that certain steps must be taken in a specific order. In order to make the carpenter's table, we needed a chopping block. To make a simple loom, we need string from the spinning wheel and rawhide from the tanning rack refined into leather string on the leather working table. Crafting in Pax Dei is highly dependent on a team of artisans working together to build a society. It's one of the things that gets me excited about this game. With that said, here are my suggestions for crafting station priority. Prioritize the things in column 1, then column 2, then column 3. You won't be able to make everything at once as the stations are independent on one another. Do what you can when you can, but this is the general order you'll be able to make the stations. Try to keep at least one slot in the refining stations filled at all times. Your priorities are the furnace and kilns, tanning rack, and then the loom. I wouldn't consider other professions until you've completed these stations, but that's a discussion for another video. And with that, I bid you good day. See you next time.